Hey guys, welcome back to the channel for another tutorial. Today we are going to be doing a French bob. I already have a mannequin that has some short hair underneath and I wanted to utilize it to cut a French bob type shape. This is on trend, really commercial in the salon, really usable, but I want to show you how super easy it can be. So I begin by separating the hair down the center from front hairline to the nape of the neck, and then I take a horizontal section across the back. And what I'm going to do here is shorten this length because we're changing it from a previously cut haircut for a different tutorial. I've got the head slightly tilted forward, and on section number 1 I'm going to use the fine side of my comb, combing the hair down, and I'm actually going to cut this length really nice and short, cutting the hair super clean. The motion with my scissors, as always, is cutting on the way out. So we cut on the way out. We place the scissors in and cut and close as we draw back. This makes sure we get a much cleaner line and make sure that there are no areas that need to be recut, changed, and also prevents the scissors from pushing the hair along as it cuts them. Now I'm going to switch to use the wide side of the comb because this hair is sitting over the top of the previous section. So less tension allows for this hair to bounce up slightly and still get my perfect clean line. Now my back section has reached the top of the ear, I'm actually going to extend my section all the way from the center back into the front hairline. So we're taking this section in one go, combing this hair down, and this is going to make it easier to connect the back and the front zones together, keeping the flow of my shape and making sure everything is consistent. I comb this hair down using the wide teeth of the comb and connect the back into the sides. So we want this to be a really nice, short, sharp French bob type shape. So I'm keeping my line quite square and making sure that I'm working maybe towards the chin as a guide, keeping this really nice, sharp, blunt shape through into the front. So repeating now on section 2, cutting the hair to the guide, the same as on the previous side. When I get to the very front, I switch to using the fine side of the comb for more tension, comb the hair back slightly to maintain length, and connect into my previously cut sections. Any hair remaining in the back sections, I'm just going to turn the mannequin back round to the back, tilt the head slightly forward, and then cut any of this hair from stood behind the head. This way it keeps it accurate and consistent with what we did previously and allows me to manage these lengths, bringing the hair down to a position where it's going to fall naturally once blow dried. I'm now going to show you a simple, easy trick to take in the perfect fringe section every single time. Step 1 is we make sure the head is in an upright position. We place the comb on the head at the top, and where the comb leaves the hair is exactly where we're going to take our fringe section from at the top in the parting. It's deciding where to take the hair to and your fringe section on the side of the face. You can hold this section between your hands, push up, and where the hair separates, it will give you a guideline of where to take it. Alternatively, you can use the corner of the eyebrow and the recession area as a guide for taking your section. Lastly, the decision you have to make is whether you're taking a triangle section or you're going to slightly curve the section. The key difference is if you're working on finer hair and you curve to get from point A to point B, you are including more hair in your section, and this is going to make it thicker and account for the fact the hair is finer. If the hair is thick, you can just go from point A to point B, create your triangle and work with this shape. Once I have my triangle section, I'm going to take a piece in the center, remove the first underneath section, and this is going to make up my guideline for the length of my fringe. I move this hair around on my client's face, making sure they're comfortable with the length of their fringe or bangs, holding the hair with loose tension and cutting in my guide. I now am going to comb the central section out from the head using my guide from the front and cutting my fringe. The further I bring this forward, the heavier it will be. So again, finer hair, bring it further forward. Thicker hair, you can elevate it more and it will layer more. The rest of the section on the side of my triangle, I'm going to pull forwards and back to my guideline, cutting the hair to the guide, releasing, and then pushing the section closest to me back into the center. The reason I'm pushing it and not moving to the other side is because it allows me to continue to cut from short to long and from external to internal. Now we have the guide in the fringe area. We're going to use that to create our length for our layering. So I leave out the very front part of the layering, combing this hair up, and I'm going to over direct this hair forward to maintain length towards the back. And as I cut here, I want to cut this hair from front to back. Then I'm going to work along this section using horizontal sections as I move, elevating the hair up until it doesn't reach. And this is going to give us that perfect French bob, soft layering, giving the haircut width, but also making sure we keep the fullness around the perimeter. I'm now working horizontally on the left-hand side of the head. I'm combing the hair up to the center and cutting the hair to the guideline. I'm now beginning the back with a central section. I've stopped the section around the occipital bone because when I'm lifting this hair, it isn't going to reach my guideline. This hair will all drop away because of the outline length. And all I'm going to do is square off the top, connecting it to the front. The reason I'm using a square layering technique here is because I want to give this hair width and movement whilst maintaining length and heaviness towards the perimeter. So pivoting round now from the crown, elevating this hair up, cutting it square. Each time I pivot round, I'm moving my feet and moving my body around because I want to make sure that I am standing directly in front of the section. I can see the root area. I'm bringing it directly out from the head and therefore cutting my guideline accordingly. This is super easy, super quick process, which I really love because it makes it very salon friendly and very easy to repeat this on clients daily. Before I blow dry, I'm going to apply the Lauga Sea Curl Lotion. This is a super soft curling lotion that has a little bit of hold to it, and it's just going to help me when I scrunch this dry to just introduce some texture, some definition, and a little bit of hold to the wave that I'm going to try and create. I'm going to show you how to blow dry the perfect bangs and fringe area away from the face every time. That's super easy, super quick. You can do it in salon, and you can also teach your clients to do this as opposed to using a big round brush, which they may find challenging. Smooth the hair out, bringing it forward or across the parting. Then place your hand on the forehead, pushing the hair away from where you want it to be naturally. So I'm pushing this side away first, and then we'll go and do the other side after. We're pushing the hair away with the dryer, and there you can see it creates the perfect soft finish that's really easy to do, and clients can repeat that themselves at home. Now going to be using my favorite ETI dryer. This is the Maestro from ETI. Really cool, 3 speed settings, 3 heat settings. I'm just going to gently diffuse this hair to give it some texture, to give it some more movement, but I want it to be really loose. I'm not trying to make it curly, it isn't curly hair. So we're just trying to elevate this hair, scrunch it around, but keeping the top flat, to really give us that beautiful French bob kind of finish. What I'm going to do is take my blades using the heel of the blade and use a slide cutting motion. So as I put the scissors in, I'm pushing the blade through. This is really impacting the outline and the areas I want to impact. So I can directly focus on an area where I want to create texture. And the key with this is making sure that I don't push the scissor all the way closed. Super smooth. The blades run through the hair amazingly well, super clean. Even on these mannequin heads and with product on, the scissors are still incredibly smooth. So I work with a brand called Hanzo. These are the Hanzo 5.5 inch lefty scissor. So this is an incredible tool, just amazing, using the heel of the blade, closing gently but not closing fully, and gliding the blade through to create that beautiful soft fringe texture, fringe shape that goes perfectly with my French bob.